can't get the full effect. Please stop, you're making me I'll take the chart. You send me to the office. It's too late for that now. What are you? I said it's time to pay your penance. No, don't.
The Mama Owl situation is worse than you thought, and we need to talk about it. There's a ton of drama going on right now surrounding a popular TikToker that goes by the name Mama Owl. The internet is calling her out and canceling her for her very disturbing video skits, especially the ones portraying children being SA'd. This led to her being fired from her job as a teacher, and her response to all the backlash got people even more angry, and they swatted her. All of this just now recently happened, so let's unpack how all of it started. Mama Owl is a TikToker with 2.4 million followers, and she's also a teacher. She essentially got famous reenacting skits based on traumatic stories that her viewers send her. Her content is interesting, to say the least. I find most of it bizarre and triggering in some cases. Let me show you what I mean.
Miss Minx, you might want to take a look at this. Take a look at what? Oh my god! Oh, keep that thing closed. Bren, am I understanding this correctly that everyone in this room has seen your pictures? Yeah, you showed them to everybody. You are the one who showed her pictures to everybody in this room. They didn't all get sent the pictures, you showed it to them. Every educator in this room has a vested interest in Bren's well-being. I would believe that if you weren't sitting in this room redistributing child as some kind of weird form of shaming. But I'm not, I swear. Bren, make no mistake, you are not. This was a private exchange between you and your significant other, and that was nobody else's business. Unfortunately, you became a victim in this, and that victimization went all the way up to her administration. We are not making her into a victim. She kind of did this to herself. Bren, do you have any idea who the source of all of this is? I don't want to get her in trouble. She's my friend. Honey, believe me, she is not your friend if she is distributing private pictures of you, and if you were both adults, this would be a felony. Who did this? Elise. Okay, you are coming with me. You can all stay in this office, and I'm taking this with me. Now, who wants the pictures? Oh, your ick knows no bounds. But no, I don't have your password. I'm taking it so no one else can look at it until I get the cops here. Cops? What are you involving the cops for? This is a school disciplinary issue. This is possession and distribution of child pornography, something that I cannot imagine the administration in a school building would be party to. But I'm calling the cops on every single one of you and any student who had any involvement in this whatsoever. I will also be calling Bren's mother so that she can press proper charges on all of you. Now look, Miss Minx, I think you're blowing this a little out of proportion here. This isn't pornography. This is a picture that a child sent to another child. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but every person in this room is an adult. Well, yes, but calling the cops on your ass. Let's go, Bren. Oh my god, Miss Minx. Miss Minx, are you really calling the cops? Yes, I am, because this is a crime and you are a victim. Do you have your cell phone on you? We're not supposed to have our phones on us. That's the least of my worries. Do you have it with you? I want you to call your mom while I call cops. Oh, yeah, I do have it. Good. Call your mom, tell her that you've had private pictures distributed by members of the staff as well as students in the school. You've got a teacher who's calling the cops on them, and you need her up here so that you guys can press charges, okay? Oh my god, how can something so humiliating be so badass at the same time? As long as justice is served. Yes, hi, I'm going to need a police officer and a social worker up to ABC school as quickly as possible. Yes, it is a matter of urgency. Yeah, Mom, I need you to come up to the school.
Yeah, so these skits are usually pretty long, and as you can see why it can be triggering to some, especially because most of it is related to children. I guess she thinks she's doing a service by reenacting these very traumatizing experiences that people maybe have had. But I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just personally can't see how that is helpful. How is watching a traumatic experience gonna help you heal in any way? I know she claims this is for the adults, for the parents, to see what their children will go through. As a parent, I already know how cruel this world is. I don't need to see you putting in all this effort and enthusiasm and showing me what can happen. I think I know. Anyway, sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked now. I just can't foresee how any of this content is really helpful. But if you want to elaborate, please feel free to do so in the comments. All of this controversy started when an old video resurfaced from 2022 where Mama Owl was reenacting an SA done in a church towards a trans kid. Major trigger warning before I play this video.
All of you are tardy. That does not sit well with the Lord. You. What? You said you're trans? That's right. Well then, you want to act different? You can be treated different. Get in here. Hey, God, it's not my fault I was late. Of course it was. You're going to pay your penance now. It's too bad you're trans. I can't get the full effect. Please stop. You're making me I'll take the chart. You send me to the office. It's too late for that now. What are you? I said it's time to pay your penance. No, don't touch me! Ugh.
When I tell you that this just gave me chills, it is so incredibly disgusting. Like, how does a mother, because she's apparently a mom, muster the energy to play out a skit like that with such enthusiasm and visualization? Thank you. I'm bilingual, so I got speech issues. Anyway, I just feel like there are plenty of other ways to spread awareness on topics like these than literally acting out these egregious, disturbing acts. But anyway, there are plenty of videos just like that one on her page. She did take that one down a while back. After some backlash, a TikToker by the name Noah Glenn Carter called her out.
People are upset with TikToker Mama Owl because of this video.
It's too bad you're trans. I can't get the full effect.
So this TikToker named Mama Owl basically does skits that people send in to her. Well, in one of these skits that she did, someone basically shared their story about being SA'd, and Mama Owl reenacted it a little too good. Now, this video is a year old, and nobody really said anything about it until now, because Mama Owl is a teacher, and apparently some of her students started sharing that video around in an attempt to get her fired from her teaching job. I can't share the video here, but just search "Pay Your Penance" if you want to see it. Now, the students doing this prompted Mama Owl to publicly address this whole situation, and in her video, she kind of just blames the students for all of this, even though she's the one that recorded and publicly posted the video. She also sort of calls out people who were going at her for the video. She goes on to share some of the DMs that people have sent her because of that video. Now, her doing this has caused a new wave of backlash, as the penance video is getting shared everywhere, as well as other ones of her old skits that are questionable at best, because people, I guess, just don't want her to forget that she made these videos.
After that, Mama Owl got fired from her teaching job because apparently a lot of the kids from her school were spreading her videos around. And personally, again, as a parent, if I find out my child's teacher is reenacting child abuse on the internet, I wouldn't want her around my children either. Then she put out this video addressing everything.
Here on my page, I make skits. People send me their stories and ask me to tell them, and I do. Recently, I've been asked a lot, Mama Owl, what did you do? Why is everyone giving you so much hate? Let me show you, because I have it recorded. 2 minutes into my life, and then 9 minutes later after I tolerated all of it.
Spam. Ugh, the spammers.
That's it. That is what started all of the hate. That's it. I told a spammer to stop spamming on my live stream.
Surprise, surprise, no accountability. She blames the hate on spammers in her live stream. And this is where she starts blaming the Christians.
In a subsequent live, I acknowledged the trolls. My bad. I acknowledged that they existed. But somebody in that live stream, I believe, genuinely asked about my religious affiliations, to which I told them I'm atheist. Of course, the response that I got from dozens of those trolls was, find Jesus, I'll pray for you, or you need God in your life. And I did respond, because I'm allowed to, on my own page. And I told them that all religions, literally all of them, operate with the perception that the world is on some kind of vertical moral hierarchy, where you're doing tasks or jobs, or ministering or outreaching to try to achieve your own sense of moral high ground. But the reality is that we are on a horizontal morality spectrum, because I have fucked up, and they have fucked up, and you have fucked up. We have all fucked up. We've all done good, and we've all done bad. And if we just acknowledge that we're all human, we don't need to worry about what anybody else believes, because if we are being a good person, that should be enough for us. But the hate pages kept hating, the hate comments kept coming, and unironically, at least half of them have a Bible verse or a reference to Jesus or God in their bio. And it continued to spiral from there. What I found really interesting, I
posted a skit
almost 2 years ago now, at the behest of a trans person who wanted someone to bring to light the violence that trans people have to put up with, specifically in religious spaces. I was then informed by a parent at the school I work at that her own son and his friends had taken that video and were sending it to all of their friends and trying to get me fired. That video has not been on my page for over a year. But somehow it's being recirculated again, and I am being called all manner of evil things.
Oh, so now you want to mention the video. But I thought it was the spammers, right? But then completely contradicts herself and exposes the fact that it was actually a kid from the school that was sending the video around. So which one is it? Was it the Jesus-believing spammer, or was it the kid from the school?
And that kind of treatment
That kind of behavior is what I work to bring awareness to on my page. Not for the kids. The kids are literally going through it. I make my content for the adults so that they know what their children are going to face every single day in and day out.
I just think it's funny how she thinks she's a literal superhero for recreating these skits to show parents what their kids are really going through. I promise you, there's no parent out there asking you to do this. You're doing this for your own pleasure and fame. Don't try to lie about it.
For those wondering, I'm not going to stop making my content. I'm not going to stop making my skits. Just like always, they will be sometimes posted back to back to back and sometimes sporadically because I have a life and I have kids. And I'm not chronically online as some of you claim just because I see you actively following me and just go ahead and block you immediately. I have a life. So my skits are going to continue, regularly scheduled program, but unfortunately for now, everything has to be shut down.
But anyway, long story short, after that video, TikTok banned her account. And I went to check just right now and it's still banned, but she did create a new account and started making videos on there. But now to conclude the story with an even more shocking update. I want to say this is all alleged, but a lot of people are saying that she got swatted, which in no way do I condone. But I feel like anytime there's children involved in any type of content, people take it to the extreme and they will call a SWAT team on you. That's the story for today. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to sit and watch another one of my videos. Comment below if you have any questions, any new updates, any new stories you want me to cover. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.